Hello, good morning. If you're new to the channel, the point of this channel is golf reality. There's no cuts. If there is a cut, it's because I have to change a battery. But this is my journey in golf, and I'm just going to share it in a raw format. And if you want to chill, relax with your breakfast, or hang out at home while you're working from home and just put something in the background and just kind of like a relaxing golf kind of journey, I think this would be kind of a good video for that. So anyways, today what we're doing is, this is kind of a fun way to practice. I did this yesterday on another video, and we did Matsuyama. Today what we're doing is, I'm practicing with purpose, number one. I practice mostly every day. Today our practice with purpose is just like yesterday, where we're working our iron shots and the iron feels. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set ourselves up at the Sentry, which is how do you say this course's name? Kapalua Plantation. So we're gonna go do that, and we're gonna take Colin Morikawa's approach shots, and we're gonna see what our green in regulation would turn out to be. So for me, this is a way to add a little bit of pressure to our practice sessions, so we're not getting overly comfortable. But the other side of that is we get used to a little bit of that pressure of that wanting to succeed. So anyways, I'm gonna load the course up, and we are gonna warm up, and then we're gonna get right into it. This is GS Pro here. I do have these videos in 4K. They're not gonna come out really great because of the low lighting situation, but there is enough detail where if you're on your phone, you can zoom in on just the screen and not have all this stuff around the frame. That's what I would recommend. So these vlogs, I don't always talk completely through them. Sometimes I just, turn the camera on and just start hitting balls. Or even if I've done a golf course vlog, and I'd like to do more of them, and I don't even have the mic on. I just go out there. I mean, it's mostly me pushing the golf cart with chatter of the golf clubs. I mean, seriously. Sometimes golf is, I don't know, in a great way, to me, boring and relaxing. So, some of these videos will capture more of that than just me like literally talking about every single shot, what we need to do here. Sometimes just hit balls and try to get better and see what we got. I'm in Denver, Colorado. It's very cold today. I think it's like 27 degrees in here right now. I have like a IR space heater and like 3 layers of clothes on. These aren't excuses. I'm basically used to that. Just kind of giving you an idea of what I'm working with in my garage. Hopefully we don't run out of batteries today on the mic. I don't think we will. If we do, we'll have a cut because I will replace the batteries and we'll keep this thing going. Usually this loads up pretty quickly. So while it's loading, I'm just gonna hit some warm-up shots. Oh, here we go. We're getting there. We are getting there. So I'm gonna warm up a little more than yesterday. Yesterday I was like, I took Matsuyama's approach shots and I was like 50% green in regulation, which I can be higher than that. But I didn't really warm up a lot yesterday, so some of my longer irons I do typically kind of like flip a little bit too much, and I end up with like an overdraw. So today I want to kind of at least hit it once or twice before we get into it. So I do hit draws. The thing I'm working on in my swing right now is I'm trying to calm down this transition because I kind of come up, and then when I go at it, I do this like, I don't know, it's a way to load or something, or I don't know how I got that in my swing, but I'm trying to reduce this thing back here where I'm going like that. That's like the main thing. For me, that's like the feel is like I'm gonna hit like a big chip or something and not release. So it's like I want to like really think about I'm in a good wrist set, and I'm just gonna almost ride that wrist set through. Not saying you should do that. It's just what I'm working with right now. It's pretty good for me. And the other thing is, yeah, I'm really just trying to like focus on turning. And I saw something online or heard someone say something about these feet being a little closer. You'll get more, naturally, you'll end up with more rotation. And there's a couple of reasons why I shank. I get on my toes too much, or I don't rotate. So when I'm on my toes too much, my hands go a little too high, and you know what I mean, that kind of turns into a shank. Man, there's all kind of reasons why you could shank the ball, but I have a couple of things that I typically will do, and it goes away. Like that, I hit it on the toe because I'm like literally thinking about anti-shank sort of moves. Kind of flipping at it a lot. I know if I'm doing that with the 9-iron, the long clubs are not going to be any good. Let's try to fix this a little bit before we get into it. I mean, I'm kind of hitting it off the toe because I'm afraid of the shank. Let's see if we can get it better. That one felt really good. That one felt really good. So just so you know, I do have this set at elevation, even though this course is not. I don't travel a lot for golf. So I really want the numbers dialed for my state. And for me, this is like anywhere from 150 to 160 carry in my 9-iron. Club head speed around 80. Let's do one more of these and then hit a 7 and hit a 5, and then we're going to get right into the green and regulation challenge. It's pretty far left. Overdrawing it. So I'm overdrawing it because in and out, not too much, but a lot when you consider I'm also a little bit closed. So we're starting the ball probably a little left, and we have a draw. So, I mean, those two things combined will end up with obviously your shot shape. So that's why we're going a little too far left. Let's hit a 7 and then a 5, and then we're gonna get right into this. Here's the 7. All right, so there's the draw. I don't really mind that because I do that so much. I'm in my head, I'm planning for that to happen anyways. It's not like that big of a deal. It would be nice if I had more of a straighter shot, but this is what I got. That was a pretty good one. Mind a little push. I mean, not too far offline. Like, okay, we're back. The batteries died, so we are back to this, and I'm gonna hit like one or two more 5-irons, and then we are gonna get to this green and regulation challenge. A little thin. Yeah, we had to drive to the grocery store 6 o'clock in the morning get some batteries. Okay, we're back to our normal shot. Okay, we're good. Let's get to this Colin Morikawa, 3rd round. So we're using Tourcast. We are gonna go, let's see, his first shot on number 1, 311 yard drive, and he is 215 from the hole. Man, that's gonna be a tough shot. So 311, 215. That's pretty good. And then I'm gonna aim here. And let's see. All right, let's get a green and regulation on the first one with a bit of hope. About a 200 yard shot to the middle. So for me, I'm gonna play 200 yard carry, which that could be like a 6-iron or so. And that gives me space on the front, the back, left, and right. So I'm gonna go right at the middle, get this green in regulation. We're in this rough here. I mean, I never really take note and remember like what are the percentages on the rough in the simulator. Let's just go for it. Okay. What do we got here? Get on there, get on there, get on there. All right. We got a gird there. All right. Hole number 1. Success. Let's go to number 2. Put on a little spreadsheet, little binary spreadsheet. A 1 for success. Go to number 2. Par 3. Par 3. Let's see, their shot. We'll make sure we're on the right tee box here. His shot, he hit it's about 179 in his shot, which was the front. And his pin position is about there. But either way, we're gonna go for green and regulation. Let's just, yeah, so we're about the right range. We're on the right tee box. So what I'm gonna do is aim there, which for me, I think that's about middle. Okay, that gives me room left and right. And I think this is gonna be a 5-iron. Down 3, yeah, 220, okay. It's gonna be a 5-iron. I need to hit this firm. No! Get a piece? Nope, not gonna get a piece there. Not a bad shot though. I mean, not terrible. So not a green in regulation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a second ball to try again, and we're gonna keep moving, but I do wanna have like, I mean, this is a practice session, so I wanna see if I can hit like this push draw. For me, that's just bringing the ball back in the stance. Let's just try to hit this push draw. Man, that's very toey. I got the push draw though. I think it's gonna be short. Not bad though. If I had a better strike on that, that'd have been money. So all right. So we are moving on. We're going to put a 0 for the green in regulation. Let's go to hole number 3. All right. Hole number 3 hit 291. So we're going to take his 291 with 125 left to the hole. Which I think is going to be like right, let's see, 291 with 125 left. I'm mostly concerned about the 125. And that's about right. He was about there. Okay. And we're going to aim there, about middle. Okay, one plays about 130. For me, that should be a 48 degree. Let's give this a go. Get on there. Sit, 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 sit. Okay, we're good. We're good. So compared to yesterday, if you look at yesterday's video, we're actually right on pace of what we were doing yesterday. Actually had a pretty good start yesterday, and then it kind of fell off. So maybe today we'll have a little bit better, I'd say, luck, but of course I know the course a little better now. So on hole number 4, he hit a drive of 270 with a 158 left, sort of right side of the fairway. 270, 158. 270, 152. Let's go a little more. 158. About there. I think he was more right. I think he was up here. No, actually it rolled down. No, I'm correct. Yeah, we're in the right spot. So let's point this back at the green. And I'm going to aim there. He had a pin that was tucked to the left, so it would be nice if we ended up over here. But we're going to go for, again, we're going for green and regulation. So something I wanted to talk about a little bit is, you know, I'm trying to build this, what is my golf reality, and show that through a camera. How do you do that? I think it's more about just like, what are all the inputs that got me here and playing golf like this? And then obviously sharing the process as we go. So, okay, we're like 160 carry, and it's a pretty big green. Yesterday I hit the shot. This club was a little short and it spun back because the green sloped. If I go front side, it'll slope to the left and down. So actually I want to hit an 8 smooth, because what I learned yesterday. So if my 9 is like 150 to 160 and I force a 9 out there, I'm going to have more spin than what an 8 would do. Like, this is just like obvious golf stuff, but again, I'm just kind of going through what my process is. So let's hit this 8 iron. Hopefully smooth. I know it's a little left. Just get on the green somewhere. Give us a gur. Stop, 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 stop. No, it's going to roll off. So that's a tough green. So yesterday I kind of did something similar. If I go over on the left, it just kind of rolls off. Let's hit one more of these and see if we can put it in the back a little bit. And maybe it's on a tier where it's not going to roll off. Let's try that. And obviously a little further right. let's see if we can put it a little bit further in the back. Okay, so I guess that's the strategy on that green right there. You want to go a little further back. So we didn't get the GUR. We're not going to put that in there. Put it at 0. Yeah, yesterday, basically I'm doing the same thing as yesterday. Unfortunately, I didn't learn much, did I? All right, hole number 5, shot number 1. I mean, these guys were just tearing it up on round 3. I mean, unbelievable they were doing. So 290, 293, 181 of the hole. We're gonna go to hole number 5. Again, we're mostly concerned about that approach shot of 181, but essentially we get close with trying to get the drive. So 193. Actually, that's pretty dang good. And then we have to look at the pin placement a bit, because sometimes, even though it'll say to the hole 181, if it's like a weird pin placement, it gives us a little more than, yeah. This is the same pin placement. So I know that I want to aim like over there. How do you zoom out on the mini map? W. I want to aim like the middle, like that. And then if I hit a push, it'll be okay. So yesterday I had a good shot here, and it was kind of lucky. So the stakes are high here. 190 carry. 190 carry. I think yesterday I hit the 5-iron. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to set up for the push draw and hopefully don't over push it. Push draw here. If it comes out straight, we're good. Oh, that might be a little too much. I actually struck that so well. That might be over, guys. Oh boy. Okay, I didn't need to swing that hard. All right, let's do one more. I always get a second shot. I'm not gonna mark it on there, but I'm gonna hit one more. Man, that was such a good strike. It's too good. I'm kind of choking down a little bit because I don't think I can like take too much off of this. And then I overdrew it. It might still be on. Nope, too far left. Dang, okay. Dang. Okay. So, you guys have seen a little bit of my game on the simulator. What do you think my handicap is in real life? How well do you think I play? Kind of curious. Even outside of what I'm about to tell you, is my game. I think sometimes people kind of overestimate what their handicap really is. Okay, we're going to go to hole 6. And then we're going to hit this approach shot. So he hit a 319-yard drive, left himself 107 in. Really great spot. Kind of on that hill, down slope. So again, we're more concerned about that 107. It's about here, a little more. Keep going, right there. Cool. Now, his pin placement is over here on the right. Now, I will say that when I'm 100, well, if I have a gap wedge, my weak gap wedge, which is a 48 degree, if I have that gap wedge, I'm playing far more aggressive than just trying to hit a green, because I don't think I'm going to miss a green. Now, I can still miss a green, but the pin is over here. What I'll do is I'll kind of like, instead of going straight in the middle, I'll basically go like 5 to the right or something like that. So 100 minus 13. You can play like a 90-yard shot. I have a couple options I could do that with. I could do 58, 56, or 48. I'm not even going to take the green into account. That's the smart thing to do. I'm just going to hit my go-to 90-yard shot, 100-yard shot kind of club that I'm most confident with. I can do that with all three of those wedges there. I do it the most with this 48 degree. So for me, let's see. These are the ones, if I'm not careful, if I don't think about it, then I will shank them. So I kind of get some new swing thoughts, which kind of messes with my ball contact sometimes. So I'm hitting this like a chip. I don't want to break this wrist. What I want to do is kind of like ride it through. Pretty good. So that's basically where the pin is right there whenever he did that shot. So back to what is my game in real life? What am I playing at? So last year I did not keep a handicap because it's just kind of gets too busy with business stuff and just keeping the life in order. But the year prior to that, I was like a 12. And last year, I was probably like an 8 on the low side and like a 10 on the high side. Let's go hole 7. And let's go to Colin Morikawa's 7. Again, we're using Torcast. Torcast is awesome if you want to do something like this. And I think it's a cool tool just to kind of like have up if you're trying to stay engaged with watching a 4 to 5 hour round of professional golf. Man, what a great shot. So 357 with 174 to the hole. 357, 174. So again, we're more concerned about getting this approach shot than just like the pure distance of his drive. Okay, so he had a tuck pin yesterday, which would be back there. That's not gonna change what I'm gonna do too much. I wanna go, I think, there. It's gonna give me the most room for air to get on the green. I mean, you can go way short, but I wanna carry this bunker. Basically, my circle of where I wanna aim and have room for air is up here. Like high middle. I don't know this green. I don't know if that's actually a good spot to go, but just looking at the pure real estate of what's available, that's where I'm going to aim. So what did that tell me? Like a 184 carry? Like a 180 carry? Okay. So what I'll do here is I'll basically take an 8-iron a little firm. I think what that'll do is it'll give it a bit more spin. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go 8 firm, and I have room to miss short. I don't think I can overhit this. Pretty sure it's not possible. Oh, a little downhill. Okay, so just firm. Okay, nothing crazy. So it is playing like 175 to the spot I'm aiming. Hopefully not overdraw. That's gonna be scary. Man, stay on there, stay on there. Oh, we're good. What is going on with the frames? Come on, bro. Don't do this to me. So we got the GUR. Awesome. Let's go to hole number 8. So the reason why I think I'm probably anywhere from 7 to 10 handicap, or I don't even know what I just said, but anyways, I'm somewhere in that range. Last year, I was shooting around 80 toward the last half of the year, quite a bit. I broke 80 handful of times. Some from like blue tees and some from black. So that can change things. It's not just so straightforward as, 8 over, depending on the course rating and stuff. So anyways, it's kind of hard to tell. There's more to it than just like purely subtracting from par or adding to par. 192 downhill, so this plays like 180. Yesterday I had a 7-iron here, like a smooth 7, and it was a very comfortable shot. Let's see, do we want to do that again? I think I want to do that again, because again, I don't have to swing really hard to do that, and I can just think this is going to be fine. So what are my goals with practicing is mostly burn calories in a way that's fun and engaging rather than just working out. And I don't know that I necessarily work out for like literally staying in shape. I like to be busy. I like to have energy, and staying engaged with something in the morning like this makes me feel a lot better through the day and be a much higher performer than just like not working out. And I like working out in the morning. Kind of gets me going. All right, 7-iron. Let's get a green in regulation. It looks like I'm aiming a lot more right than usual. I kind of am, because you can miss way over here, and I almost always draw all my clubs. So like, I'm landing in the fattest part is I want to land here. So I really want the green in regulation. So let's give this a go. I don't have to slam this, but I do need to make reasonable contact. It's not terrible. I think it has to go though, honestly. I think it might be a little short. Okay, we're on. We are on. Better than last time. So let's put a 1 on there. Let's go to hole number 9. What did he do on number 9? So my golf vlog is something that you can probably put on and like eat breakfast or work from home or something like that, or even like just put on if you're going to try and chill without a bunch of, like if you want to watch golf and chill, how do you do that whenever there's a ton of these like clickbaity sort of golf videos that have so many camera angles always changing and there's always so much going on? Like, I don't know, I'm not always in the mood for that, Sometimes I'm in the mood just to chill, and I think this kind of stuff is good for that. All right, so this is par 5. We're gonna go to we're on hole number 9. You hit a 293 on the right side, and let's see, it says right intermediate, which I think that means like there's like that part between the rough and the fairway. It's not quite rough, not quite fairway. That's where he ended up. So that's where we're going to try and go with a 240 out. 293. About there. Okay. So this is par 5. To get green in regulation, we don't necessarily have to go for it, obviously. And what I want to do is I want to go for in my mind, a guaranteed opportunity. So I'm looking at this zone here. Right, I like that 100-yard mark. I'm looking at the zone, and there's a lot of room to miss to the left. And for my shot shape, I want to go there and hit a confident 5-iron. Got a lot of room to miss left. So I don't need to hit like that pushy kind of blocked out right shot. I need a confident 5-iron, that's it. Should be okay, should be well short of that bunker. Good. So I think a reasonable goal for me is like a 5 handicap next year. I don't know, somewhere right here. That's probably good. And then, let's see, it's going to be 9 up. I took a 100-yard shot. Okay, we can be a little aggressive. So I know that my chips in these sort of 100-yard shots kind of either get pushed right or leak right. I don't mind that. So what I'll do is kind of aim slightly left. I mean, again, these 100-yard shots are going to be a little more aggressive rather than just like purely in the middle of the green. So there's like the playing for par and there's playing for birdies. Like if you're doing this green and regulation thing and you're within 100 yards, I think you're basically playing for birdie there. You know, unless your miss just doesn't allow for that. You know, sometimes that's just the game you have. But, you know, we're in range here, so let's give it a run. I don't mind a 56-yard flyer here. A 56-yard flyer. What am I talking about? A 56-degree flyer. Because there's a backstop on this green, slightly. Like it kind of slopes toward you. And if I hit that with spin, it'll come back kind of thing. Versus if I hit a higher lofted club, I'm taking, obviously, speed off of it. And it's going to roll a little bit. So a higher confident swing for me is more firm. And kind of throw a dart up there, which is what I want to incorporate in my game versus just using that gap wedge all the time. This is a good time to try this, like throw it up there, higher spin, higher loft club. Oh, that was so perfect and didn't read it. Oh, that felt so good. And that doesn't happen very often. Okay. Let's hit it exactly like that. That was a little bit more firm. Oh man, that first one was so much better. Okay, we're good. Why am I getting low FPS today? What is going on here? So as we predicted, we threw it back there and it spun it back. We're getting some weird low FPS stuff. I don't like that. What's the deal? Cool, grain and regulation. Let's move on here. Yesterday, I did not get grain and regulation on number 9. Let's go to 10. He hit a 264-yard tee shot. Kind of leaked to the left. It is in the fairway. And left him about 115 in. Let's go to 10. Give us that 115 in. 264, 115. It's pretty close, about there. Gives us that 115 in. All right. And then, okay, this, I do remember this green. This green has a ridge in the middle. with 115 in, that is on the edge of like, should I go for the middle of the green, or should I go and be aggressive with like end up where the pin's going to be? Practicing with purpose, like I think what needs to win in my mind is green and regulation. So let's hit a green and regulation here. Let's not mess around too much. I do want to see it's uphill. I'm in the rough. This should be a pretty obvious gap wedge for me. Let's give that a go. We're aiming right at the middle. If we get close to the pin, which he had a left tuck pin, which was back here. If we end up there, that's cool. But we need to get on the green in some way. Let's do that. Okay, let's get a read on this thing, right? I don't want to hit 2 shots here. I want to hit 1. I want to hit 1 good shot and move on with my life. Okay, we're good. Come on. Don't be too short. Get up there. It's a really good spot. The pin was over there yesterday, so that would have worked out. We actually ended up on the left side of that ridge of that green. Very happy with that shot. Okay. Going on to hole number 11. Hole number 11, par 3. And I remember what happened yesterday. I remember exactly so it turns out this pin is pretty representative of what yesterday was. So around 3, the pin was like back right. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could say back right. And I remember what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I kind of like hit off the green and a little left. And really, I had a lot, like too much club. So just looking at this right here, yeah, I remember what happened yesterday. I was talking to the camera, and I forgot to account for the downhill. And when I account for the downhill, even without using yesterday's information, like I know for a fact this is a 9-iron for me. I mean, it's 155. This is my 150 to 160 club, like 160 high spinner kind of thing, and 150 just like the normal stock short of shot. And it's downhill 11. So, I mean, again, it's like definitely a 9-iron. So it depends on what I want to do. Do I want to hit like a higher, longer spinner, or do I want to hit like a, let's see what the green is doing a little bit. So on Tourcast, you can actually click a little icon on the left, kind of like a Google's map thing, and give you an idea of what's going on the green. And it looks like the green is definitely, it's a pretty quiet green. You can definitely hit it on the back of the green, land it back there, and spin it back, and it won't hurt you. Or land it kind of where the pin is, and then it might roll out a little bit. But with the 9, it should stick pretty well. Because again, I get like, on those lower numbers, it's not going to stick as much. On those higher numbers, I get more spin. So I actually like aiming at the flag here because I tend to overdraw. And again, I'm aiming to land in the middle of the green. Oh my gosh, be so good. Just get on the green. No, stick. Stop, 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 stop. Oh my gosh, we just barely went off. Okay. That was lame. Thought I had that. Thought that was gonna be good. Oh, I want to really hit that again. We gotta hit it again. I kind of like pured that 9-iron, guys. That is like so pure. Because, I mean, I swung at 73. I mean, I'm usually swinging at like 80 most of the time with these clubs, like 80. And it still went way too much. I mean, this, is it really a pitching wedge? Let's hit a pitching wedge. Let's hit a pitching wedge. I mean, 12 minus 155, obviously we're down in the 140s there. Yeah, I was just thinking maybe that 9 would have been good enough to stay in. All right. The pitching wedge, I need to kind of swing at this. Not hard, but a little bit more firm than the last swing. Okay, this is just a pitching wedge. It really is. So yesterday I did not get a gur here. Today I did not get a gur here. Where's my caddy? Tell me what club to hit. All right. Hole number 12. Hole number 12. He hit a 304. 304, 112. Okay. And the pin placement was front left. The reason why I'm calling out these pin placements, because it's kind of nice to know, like, I mean, if we're taking a shot on day 3, like, compared to the pins where they were at on day 3, like, where are we at there, you know? So, down, this is a 100-yard shot. 100-yard shot. And the green doesn't do a ton, I think. Doesn't move a ton. We're at the 100-yard. We want to be a little more aggressive because we're at that 100. So we're going to aim a little bit more at the pin here. And there's a couple of ways I can hit this. We have options. I can go 56 or 48. I kind of like the 56 here. Because it's a chance to see if I can hit a dart here rather than hitting that gap wedge and letting it roll. So what I've seen is generally I'm going to have enough downward ascent angle, but with this 56, if I'm anywhere 85, 100 and above in total spin, I'm sticking the green. If I'm like 9,000 or more, I'm probably gonna roll back a little bit. I mean, of course it depends on the conditions and the green itself, but that's generally what I've seen. And I know the feel enough to where when I go out in the course, I know I have a pretty good idea if I clipped it and got the spin. Gotta concentrate. Normal, firm 56. Not hard, firm. That might be a little juiced. Oh, get down, get down, get down, get down. Stop, 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 stop. There we go. So 11,000, spun back nicely. Love that. I mean, that's the cool shots. Those are the really fun ones to hit. Now, the pin was not there on round 3, but that was fun. Get the gur. Got the 12 gur. Yesterday I didn't. Today we did. That's a win. Let's go to 13. See what's going on with this par 4 and 13. You got a par. But he had a 290, 295 with the 85 yards to the hole. And it was kind of on the right-ish side. So we're going to give ourselves about 86 to the hole. About 86. And his pin placement for the day was about there. So this is going to be pretty close to what he's doing. Okay, we are uphill. Yesterday I did not get this gur. Wait a minute. Yes, I did. Well, I marked that I did. I don't remember getting this gur. Maybe I did. So under 100 up the hill, it's playing like 90. No, it's playing like I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, 82, 83 plus 9 yards. You know, that's like middle-ish. Being aggressive to the hole. So yeah, like 90 is good enough in my head. So I think I want to try the dart. What I call a dart anyways. And I'm going to take a look at the green. Oh boy. So there's a ridge line that like goes up. Like there's a ridge line on this green. Kind of goes like this. So if you hit a dart and you end up, if you land anywhere here, you're probably going to spin back in this area. But I know that this club, I basically will probably take it up here somewhere and get a little bit backspin out of it. Now, strategy wise, is that probably a good strategy? I don't know. Probably not a great strategy because let's say you hit a 48 and it's going to roll forward. Probably a safer shot? I don't know. But I want to hit this 56 kind of dart thing. If I can clip this right, we'll get, you know, similar spin numbers out of it. Don't want to hit this as hard. Oh my gosh, it was so perfect. Please read it. Yeah, it was just a little slow. So if I go over there and mess with the browser and then go to the game, that's why I'm getting these low FPS. So that's going to be really, oh my God, so perfect. So perfect. Really good one. I got to remember to click back on the game. That's why I'm getting these low FPS. If I click on the browser over here on Torcast. So we got the green in regulation. And I really enjoyed that shot. That was pretty cool. Because again, I'm getting these like high spin numbers. So it's going to roll back a little bit. Let's go to 14. What happened on 14? What did he come up with? Okay. This is going to be, where I might get a little interesting with it because, so check it out. These guys are basically trying to drive this green, right? Because they're going to gain a lot of strokes. They're going to gain a stroke just being near the green, even if they don't hit it. Because then they're still like a chip and then like a one putt. That's what they're planning on. But anyways, Morikawa hit one in the left bunker there. And given we're in a simulator, I don't really want to hit that shot because it's just not even close, right? Not even close to what's going on in reality here. So what I want to do is give myself, let's say I hit this shot. I'm probably not going to go at this green. I would probably try to hit a 5-iron or maybe a 3-iron. Now, you don't see me hit a lot of 3-irons in the sim right now because I have a hole in my screen, but I'm pretty decent with it, and it's about a 240 to 260 club, depending on the condition. I don't know. I probably would not even hit 3-iron here. Okay, let's say I hit a 5-iron, and I ended up over here. Okay, let's do that. Cool. Okay, Colin, we're not taking your shot. We're not doing it. Not this time. Okay. These greens, there's just not a lot going on to be honest, on some of them. this one here, like literally dead middle of the green is a good plan. So again, we're at that 100 yards. I'm going to aim middle, and my aggressive shot, sort of at the pin, is going to be a draw, and I'm going to hit 56 again. If it draws, it draws. If not, that's fine. But this hopefully will come out like another what we just did, right? We've already hit the shot twice. Let's hit it 3 times in a row. Walk away with a gur. That was slightly thin. I don't think it's gonna matter too much. Yep, we're good. Hopefully it stops. Okay, we're good. We can get away with that on this green. It's not one of those greens you're gonna fall off too much if you're on the edge there. So we got a gur, 14 gur. Yesterday that was not a gur, so we are doing better than yesterday. 15, number 1. He had a 292 yard drive and he had 231 to the hole. I think this is a par 5. So we're going to go to 15. This is a par 5. And we're going to put ourselves out 292. Right there. And that's about where he was. Actually, he wasn't this far up. He was actually further back here. This is okay because to the hole, 231. You know, let's give ourselves more like how close he was to the hole. So like that, I think. And he had, what pin placement did he have? Yeah, oh yeah, he kind of had that pin placement. It was a little further forward, but it was on the left side there. So this is pretty good. Let's give it a rip, guys. I'm going to hit 3-wood and just cross my fingers that we don't go through the screen and wake anyone up. Look at this giant hole right here. We are going to hit 3-wood. Get kind of close. So why am I hitting 3-wood here? I know this is a downhill lie. Not that it matters in the simulator. But there is no way I'm hitting a 3-iron on a downhill lie. I don't have that. That'd be cool. I wish I was that good. But I'm not. This is probably what I would do, because it's okay to go slightly long, slightly right. We're going to hope this draws slightly. If I hit a straight shot, we're going to be alive and be able to get a gur. With any luck, we'll just get right on there right here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's a good miss. So I really tried to turn that over to get a draw out of it, and I haven't hit this club yet today. So it came out pretty hooky. All right, let's put the ball over there. Get a gur. It is a par 5. I don't know. Where was I? I think I was like over here. I think I was down in there. See, I don't even remember where I was. Dang it. I think I was like over here or something. Close enough. All right. We need that shot. So I can go 50 and beyond. 50 and beyond. And we're in the rough stuff here. This shot, let's see. What would I do in real life? I would probably hit, I think I would probably hit a, I mean, obviously it depends on the lie. So it's not going to have enough spin usually when you have grass between the ball and the club. So spinning it is not, it's not going to happen. So if you hit a 48, let's say all my options, 48, if I hit that, it is going to roll like 10 to 15 feet. And I have to land, like just get over that little lip there. So just over the lip and then roll. When I say lip, I need to let, like 48. I need to land here and then let it roll. Because it's going to roll a lot. So the more loft you have, you're not really relying on the spin. You're relying more on the downward attack angle to kind of stop the ball. But the more loft you have, usually the better chance you have to get out of that rough stuff, like kind of goes up and then knuckly. So I think what I want to do is kind of split the difference between, like, if I go 58, like I have to really swing at that and I have to very cleanly hit the ball. So if it's sitting down in the rough, 58 is tough. Because I need to kind of come in almost shallow in a weird way. But like 56 is kind of splitting the difference here. So we're going to go 56. We're going to hit like a 60-yard shot because it's uphill. It's going to not have the spin. It's going to roll out. And we're in the rough. 60 yards. I don't know 60 in my head, but I know 50. That's about 50 with this club. Just got to really smack it, kind of get it here, and then smack it. Let's give that a go. Didn't read. Oh, here we go. Oh, that was more than 50. It's a pretty good shot, though. Okay, I like it. Green and regulation. Moving on. Guess what? Yesterday I did not get that one. We're already doing much better than yesterday. Hole number 16. First shot, just short of that bunker, 287 yards. Let's go to hole 16. And he left himself 85 yards left. And let's see where his pin was. Pin was in the back. Ours is there. Actually, this is pretty close. Actually, he was a little closer. He was about here. Yeah, there we go. So on this one, I know I kind of leak left sometimes. Or, I'm sorry, I leak right sometimes with these chips. Let's look at the green, see how aggressive we want to get with the green. Oh, okay. Okay. He was right intermediate. Oh, I remember this shot. Guys, if you haven't seen round 3, Colin hit this shot. Unbelievable. Unbelievable shot. So, and the cool thing is, during the game, they don't always do this, obviously, but during the game, they had, you could hear the conversation between him and his caddy, and he was in this stuff right here. He was in this, like, what do they call this, intermediate? He was actually, like, in that stuff right there, like semi-rough on here. And there's this whole conversation about how it's going to come out a bit more knuckly because it was sitting down a little bit. So that's that stuff you have to know with, like, your lie. It's going to change your shot so much. And, like, the way this green, this is not like some of the other greens. This green, it really matters the tier you're on. And the back tier sits up higher, and then there's a front tier, and there's a slope in between. So it's like split, right? So it's split like this. And what he wanted to do, because he knew it was going to come out knuckly, is land it here and let it roll up. I mean, and him hitting this shot was so unbelievably perfect. Besides going in the hole, I mean, it is. I mean, you're not planning on to go in the hole. You're planning on to get it close, and he did that. So it was about as perfect as it can get. I don't even know what club he hit. Not that it matters. We're in a sim here. We need like an 80-yard shot. Hopefully it bumps off that hill. If we throw it back there, like who's he golfing with? Matsuyama put it in the back and spun it back. He might have actually been inside Morikawa on that one, but he had a different lie. And we kind of do too because we're in a simulator, and that's not going to come out knuckly. So, and I think I want to hit the 56. Not hard, but sort of firm. And let's see if we get sort of that throw it in the back, spin it back shot. This is fun. Oh, that's going to be too hard. I know it. That's going to be too hard. Maybe the uphill's going to... Come on, come back. Nope. Okay. In a weird way, that actually kind of did what Matsuyama did yesterday, where it went off the green, but it's cut really short there, and it came back in. So we're not going to take the green in regulation. We're going to move on. I know that was a good shot. I know it was a good shot based on how they prepare the course, but we're going to give us a 0 there. And move on to 17. Yeah, man, if this was representative of what's going on in real life, that 10,000 spin, I mean, you guys have seen it. I've hit a couple of these now. That is going to come back onto the green, I guarantee you. So let's move on. Let's go to 17. This is turning out to be a really fun session for me. Because I'm doing much better than yesterday. So in my head, I'm kind of winning here. Not trying to beat the pro. I can't do that. 355 yard shot. Left himself about 205 in. So let's try to get about 205 in. Let's go see what that looks like. Let's take a look at our pin versus his pin. His pin is back left. Ours is basically back left. Man, he hit such an amazing shot here too. So there's a lot of things to consider here for me because I hit a draw and I want to end here is my landing zone. That's the fattest part of the green, and I know I will draw this about 5 to 10. That's just how I do it. And this is downhill 15. So I can probably go 6 iron here. Maybe even less if I want more spin. Let's take a look at the hole a little bit more detail. The whole thing runs out. So I think I'm going to go 7 here. I think I'm going to hit a firm 7 because everything runs out. And let's see if we can get on the green, and with luck we'll be close to that pin. That was such a bad swing. Honestly, that was such a bad swing. And we got some luck out of it. So we played the right club, we had the right strategy, and it works out because our misses are still good enough. We got a gur there. I don't think I deserved it, but we got it. I came up on my toes on that. I wasn't thinking anything. I was just thinking, let's hit a normal shot. Came up on my toes a little bit. Let's go to 18. You can hear the disappointment in my voice. That would have been a nice one to kind of hit nicely. Because the hole suited my eye, that shot. We're still on the green though. Okay, par 5. One of the favorites. Really great ending hole. It's freaking awesome. Love it. So 331, he was about 308 out. Let's go about 308 out. This is going to be close enough because, again, we're just laying up here and we want to give ourselves an opportunity to be on that green in regulation. Really want to hit it over here and stay in the fairway. This is really downhill, so I can probably hit it about 220. Yesterday I hit it a little over 220, a 5-iron. So let's do the same thing and aim way over here, because if I draw it, this is what I did yesterday, is I ended up right in this collection zone, which is fine. Totally fine. Especially if you're looking at the shape of this green and like where it's going to be at for our approach shot. Being over here is not a bad situation. All right, 5-iron again. This is why I warmed up with a 5-iron. I knew that it's going to get some work today. Man, just like yesterday, right toward the end of my round, it started feeling a little cooler in the day. It's like when that Colorado sun starts coming up, it gets cooler just for a second. Blocking this right would not hurt me. So I think I want to kind of do that, and maybe it'll just prevent it from hooking. I like that. That's just like a stock 5-iron draw for me. Sorry, I forgot to click on the game again, so it's kind of choppy. Yep. Perfect. 234. Let's go 234 out there. I'm gonna remember this time. 234. Where was I? It's pretty close. About there. Okay, guys, we cannot mess this up. We cannot mess this one up. We are gonna get a gur here. The pin is in the back. On the day of, it was in the front right. I'm gonna go more aggressive here, right? The pin was about there. We are gonna aim directly at it because we are gonna hit like everything runs here. I mean, we've seen guys basically hit the front edge here and then get it on the green. So this green basically splits like this, to where there's kind of like everything sits on, there's like a shelf right there. So obviously we're gonna get a gur here unless I do some crazy shank. Let's try to land that ball and stay on that shelf. That would be ideal. Otherwise, we'll just end up with a gur and we'll move on. Let's see if we can get that. That's like 50 yards. Let's get this 50-yard chip. We're gonna do the gap wedge and let it run a little bit because we're gonna hit the 50-yard chip. And let's try to have it stay on that shelf. That'd be like an ultra win for the day. Let's see what we can do here. So something for me, I'm just sharing my inputs and outputs here. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but something for me, for aiming these wedges, because there's a lot, I don't want any wrist movement, and I really want to go through like this, where I'm kind of like holding this. Additionally, and that controls the face for me, and additionally, what I want to do is I want to match my shoulders with where I think the ball is going to go. So if I go like this, even though I'm lined up here, my face is this way, if my shoulders are like this, I tend to just basically hit it to the left. If I go like this, and I'm just being dramatic here, if I'm set up like this, I will tend to hit it to the right. And then, you know, so I really focus on making, after I set up the amount of loft I want and how I want my stance, really make sure these shoulders are in the right direction. Okay, I really want this to be nice. Let's see, just hit the ball, dude. Oh, it's gonna be left. Does it stay on the shelf? It doesn't. It rolled off the shelf. We went a little past the shelf because I hit it 60. I want to try one more. That's a green regulation, but I want to try it one more time. One more time. It's going to roll out. A little higher, a little righter. Okay, we're going to call it though. Let's look at the green and regulation as compared to yesterday. So today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We missed 5 out of 18 green in regulation. It's pretty good. Compared to yesterday, it was 50%. I don't know what the percentage of that is. 5 out of 18? I don't know. Cool, man. Thanks for joining me on this video. Again, these videos are more like chillax, less camera movement, just golf vlog, what is going on. See you in the next one, hopefully. Subscribe, like.